the DC cinematic universe cursed? I mean, maybe. So I want to talk about some DC news in this video, mostly about the DC cinematic universe, but also some other DC comics news as well. So first, let's start with the DC cinematic universe, because I'm pretty sure at this point, it's cursed. Like, every once in a while, they have something good happen, and then just a ton of bad stuff gets piled on top. So besides Amber Heard, which you probably heard, it came out that she was actually the one abusing Johnny Depp, and she might actually be fired from playing Mira in the future, which I don't even know what they're going to do with that. Are they going to recast Mira? Are they just going to have her die off screen? I don't know. I actually really liked Amber Heard as Mira, but I also don't like super abusive pieces of shit, so I guess we'll probably have to say goodbye. But speaking of abusive pieces of shit, you may have seen that video of Ezra Miller choking out a fan. In slow motion too, which is funny because he plays the Flash, but that choke was so unbelievably slow. Not funny that he choked out a fan, absolutely not. So according to the bar where this happened at, some fans of Ezra annoyed him a little bit, and it led to him choking a fan, and they had to kick Ezra out, and there's a whole ordeal with that. So now there's a fear that Ezra is going to be fired from playing the Flash, which really sucks, I know, because it feels like the Flash solo movie keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and rewrites keep happening, but, you know, he choked out a fan.
Who's the villain, Flash? Now who's the villain?
Interestingly, after the Ezra Miller fan choking video came out, man, I wish that was weirder to say than it actually is, John Daly, who left the Flash standalone movie, tweeted, "creative differences," which was throwing major shade at Ezra being that creative difference. Now, there were already heavy rumors that the reason John left was because Ezra didn't like his version of the Flash script, but Ezra being a psychopath and terrible to work with, and John not wanting to take his crazy shit, could be another reason. The creative difference, Ezra's a crazy asshole. Although, and I'm kind of enjoying that with this pandemic, people are starting to see that most celebrities are crazy narcissists, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I feel like you definitely have to have a certain level of narcissism to be a good actor. It's just, it goes with the job and what they do. I'm just hoping this shows people you shouldn't idolize them so much, because they are crazy narcissists. Now, honestly, I wasn't a big fan of Ezra Miller as the Flash. I don't think he was quite right, and they just went for this super quirky, out there dude. And the Flash is kind of quirky and happy and just this optimistic guy, but I just feel like they made it too cringy with Ezra. I didn't like him as a Flash, so it wouldn't necessarily hurt my feelings if he got kicked out of playing the Flash, but on the other hand, DC right now is kind of soft rebooting their cinematic universe, so maybe we do see a different actor playing the Flash. It would be pretty easy to do. What adds another layer of sadness to this, especially if you wanted Ezra to do the Flash solo movie, is that there were heavy rumors that his solo movie was going to introduce the Green Lantern, John Stewart, to the DC cinematic universe, and now that's probably not going to happen. Unless they still do a solo Flash movie with a different actor, and they still go ahead and have John Stewart, which I definitely think they should. Ooh, here's actually some good DC Cinematic Universe news. So Ray Fisher was asked if he'd be playing Cyborg again in the future, and he responded, "I know there are plans in the works. How privy am I to those plans? I cannot say." So it sounds like something is planned, he just doesn't know or he can't say due to an NDA. So cross our fingers something will happen with the whole shakeup with the DCEU. Who knows? Moving on, if you see those clickbait articles about Kathy Yan talking about doing a sequel to Birds of Prey featuring Ivy and Harley, she said she would like to do something like that, but it's not happening. It's not something that's even planned out right now. It was just, She was asked in an interview, and she responded, yeah, that'd be cool to do. That's the extent of it. It does not mean a sequel to Birds of Prey is necessarily happening yet. So, don't fall for it. In Wonder Woman live-action news, it won't be released until August 14th of this year from the previous June date, obviously because of everything that's going on in our world right now. And the Lego set they released for it is pretty cool. I love her outfit. Also, her newest magazine cover is pretty much fire as well. This is definitely not an attack on furries, but does Cheetah as a Lego with boobs kind of look off to you? There's just something about it that doesn't sit right with me. I don't know what it is. It's probably just me. By the way, in case you don't know this, season 2 of the animated Harley Quinn show is out. It premiered last week. I absolutely recommend watching it. It is an R-rated animated series about Harley Quinn and her stepping away from the Joker and becoming her own villain, woman, whatever you want to call it. So good. Now, the first season does have 13 episodes you'd have to catch up on, but they're each only 22 minutes, and they're so enjoyable. I really recommend it. It does get a bit gruesome. There are a lot of swear words. Probably don't watch it around your kids, or kids in general, unless you're okay with that sort of stuff with them, but it gets pretty violent. But more on that news, the creator for the Harley Quinn animated show said that there may be a season 3. Originally, they did only plan out for 26 episodes, so 13 in season 1, 13 in season 2, but because fans have loved this show so much, they're thinking they might get a 3rd season. Now, if you're worrying, okay, is season 2 gonna end on a cliffhanger, or is it gonna be some BS to not close out the stories? The creator did say they ended season 2 in a way that it was a good logical conclusion that should make fans happy. But if they get another season, they could easily build off the ending of season 2. I really recommend, again, watch it, support this show. It is so unbelievably good. I absolutely love it. The humor is great. The villains are fantastic. The superheroes are, I feel like, as dull as you would think they would be in real life. So, give it a try. Alright, so there is some DC news. Let me know what you are most excited about, what you are least excited about, and whether you think Marvel movies or DC movies are better. Because that definitely won't start a fight. At all. And besides that, like, subscribe, and come back for more movies. I mean videos. Oh shit!